I am the Sauntering Spellcaster, sauntering through your mind and other places. And today, we're on top of what looks like a giant B-52 super fortress. But the Blackbird is, as we will see later, it's nowhere near as effective as a B-52 super fortress. Or, as some affectionately like to call the B-52 super fortress, Grandpa Buff. It's a very neat design, though, the Blackbird. Very neat design. Anyway, we gotta go get our stuff back. Thanks, Robo. Let's get back our weapons, and our money, and our items. Isla, do what you gotta do. Is that just Robo's equipment? It looks that way. Oh well, at least Robo can fight alongside us now. Did Robo just level up there? Cool. I don't know who leveled up, but it looks like someone did. And there's Isla's equipment. It has been a very long time since I've been in this giant plane. But we're gonna get everything, don't you worry. It's a good thing Isla can fight. Isla doesn't need a whole bunch of equipment to fight, thankfully. Whew. I'm trying to deal with a lot of my own issues. One of which being, you know how sometimes you have a goal in mind? Or you have something where you know that you can accomplish something, but it's just going to take a whole lot of time for it to happen? Okay, so that's the way out. We have our items back. We have... Oh, wait. Marl doesn't have her stuff back yet. Yeah, let's get Marl's weapons. And also our money. I don't want to leave without that yet. It took us a lot to get those. And I don't want to lose them. But yeah, you know... It's kind of frustrating when you know that in due time and with training you'll be able to pull something off that's kind of impressive, but it has to take that amount of time, otherwise you won't be able to do it. It's frustrating because you know that, once you're able to do it, it's going to be pretty neat, but I suppose that's just part of life, you know? I'm trying to make the best of stuff. It's not always easy. I see. Keep the guard off guard. So with Frog, he pretended he was sick and he was like, oh, my belly button's infected. I want to see what they do this time. Oh, Robo's just being like, I have contracted the red ring of death. Oh. Not as funny as the one with Frog, but that is still pretty great, not gonna lie. Hey, give back our stuff. Okay, that's our money, which is good. Where is, we still need to get Marl's equipment back and, get her equipped. We'll find it. And then we'll keep on carrying on as we've been doing. Hey. I'm trying to think where we haven't been. Because we've been most of the places at this point. But We're gonna find the stuff. Ooh. I don't think we've been in here before. But that's fine, because we can dispatch all these guys. I'm not super worried about that. I have to wonder how you would beat this part without Isla. I'd imagine you'd be able to do it, but why? You know, Isla just makes this part so much easier. And there's Marl's equipment back. So we have our money, we have our items. Speaking of which, let's organize them. And that reminds me, I want to see if we have a couple of specific items, actually. Yeah, we have all the colored vests, which are good, because those are definitely going to help. But do we have... Okay, we do have the black rock and the blue rock as well. And the white rock. Cool. It doesn't look like we have the green dream anymore, but we can still, like, it'll be fine even without it. But, I am happy that we have all the weapons and stuff back again. All the items, weapons, and money is back, which means we can end our, time on the Blackbird. Isla, please flip the lever. And this lever. And this lever. Hattie. You know, I kind of figured this plane would have, you know, more specialized guards, but I don't know, maybe they were just like, oh, they're not gonna get their stuff back. There's no reason to really have security that tight. That is never a good thing. You always want security to be as good as possible. Magic tab. I will gladly take that. Okay, now we just gotta figure out how to get out of this gigantic plane. Okay. We'll figure it out. We're good at that. good at that. I hope folks are having a good day today. I'm certainly doing better than I was, though I still feel in quite a few ways I got a ways to go, but that's not too bad. Ooh. Is it this ladder? No, I don't think it's that ladder. I know there's a ladder that takes us out, though. You know, I've been wondering, when it comes to characters who are like known for using crossbows, I have to wonder if perhaps Marl is one of the most famous. Because honestly, I can't really think of a lot of characters off the top of my head that use a crossbow. Which is weird, because crossbows were very effective historically. I mean, people still use them now. Seems he's modifying the epoch. Oh, we actually never saw this before. Yep, they're modifying the epoch. They're gonna make it to where it can fly. Which winds up being very, very handy for us. Ooh. Marl, how did you get all the way across the plane? Whatever. How do you get off this plane? I just want to advance the plot. Is it this way? We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Ooh. At least these guys aren't too difficult to beat, thankfully. Okay. Oh, here we go. Running past all these laser drones. And it's another golem. Well, we know how to dispatch golems through the power of dance, apparently. Not quite sure what's up with that, why they made golems weak to this particular dual tech, but I'll take it. Twin charm. Oh, it doesn't give us anything. Huh. Yeah, the golem boss is, not all that strong. The golem boss is scared of us. You sure there's nothing we can charm from you? I guess not. I hate heights. Wow. Yeah, no, we are not calling that thing the Aerodalton Imperial. It is the Epoch, and it will remain the Epoch. Stop the music? Oh, yeah, Dalton's just like, no, this isn't my mixtape. No, here's my mixtape. I'm gonna play my enemy's mixtape. But yeah, Dalton was basically like, hey, you know what this time machine needs? You know? Time machine? Pretty cool. You wanna know what would make it cooler? If we combined it with an F-22 Raptor. That's basically what he did. Also, apparently Houston exists in the world of Chrono Trigger in some capacity. And Marl decides to do something completely insane. And it works. Somehow. I mean, I have to give Marl credit. She is a very spirited young lady. She's not afraid to get things done. Honestly, all the characters in this game are just incredibly well done. I love all of them. Also, that iron orb attack is kind of annoying. Thankfully, Dalton isn't too difficult. Also, this just makes Dino Tail stronger. Hi, Golem Boss isn't gonna show up. He's scared of heights. Bye, Dalton. Well, that was fun. I'm hitting the Y button. Oh, wait, that's a cutscene thing, not actually asking us to hit the Y button. I think we had that same problem the first time. And yeah, Dalton did get what he deserved. I love Isla's, like, confidence that Chrono just refuses to stay dead even after having his soul ripped out of him. I love this game. And now to fix everybody's health and save the game. Because another ending is on our way. Or it should be soon. Let's see if he's here. There he is. And for this next ending, we actually have to lose to Magus. Gone is the magical kingdom of Zeal and all the dreams and ambitions of its people. I once lived there, but I was another person then. Aww. And there he is, little Janice. He just wanted to help, and everything he knew was taken away from him. There's Melchior. There's Gaspar. There's Balthazar. And then little Janice himself has to watch as he's dragged through time as his mother goes completely insane, summoning a space parasite, and his sister, as far as he knows, is dead. Not a fun time. Although, I have to wonder, out of the three gurus who got it worse, because Melchior is... like, Melchior winds up, like, in the present. He's able to live, like, a relatively normal life. But he's not really able to fix his mistakes. Gaspar is thrown to a realm beyond time as we know it, and basically is forced to live alone in a place that almost no one can access. And Balthazar just goes completely insane because he winds up in like an apocalyptic future and just is completely isolated from just about everything. Man, not a fun time for any of them. And yeah, Janice winds up being kidnapped by monsters who then make him their general. And yes, Marl, that is Janice. He's not gonna say he's Janice because he's too arrogant for that, but he is. How ironic that having been drawn into yet another portal, I would end up in this age. Yeah, that is pretty interesting. Being from the future, my knowledge of the past enabled me to convince Queen Zeal that I was a mighty oracle, but no history book could have prepared me for what happened here. Unimaginable is the power of Lavos. Anyone who dares to oppose it meets certain doom. At this rate, you too will meet a hideous fate, just like that poor fool Chrono. Yeah, Marl ain't playing around. Marl's just like, you keep talking about Chrono that way, and I'm gonna put an entire arrow through your chest. In fact, I'll put several. But yeah, we gotta fight Magus, but we're not supposed to win to get this next ending. Don't worry, we will recruit Magus. Don't worry about that. But we're wanting to see all the endings, so here we go. Oh boy, with how strong we are, I have to wonder if this might take a while. Oh boy, this might take a while. Oh, we're suffering from success. We're so strong, it makes this difficult. Okay, we're just gonna have to take this slow. So, interesting thing about Magus. His artwork for, the official artwork has him with a red cape, but in the game he has a blue cape. Isn't that interesting? If we attack him, will he use a spell? I don't want to beat him, though, because that kind of goes against what I'm wanting to do here. But is he going to use a spell if we actually attack him? It does not look that way. Magus, I know you have spells. Why are you not using them? This seems kind of against your character. But, eh. We're just gonna take this one little bit at a time. Hope everyone's doing all right. I'm trying to make the best of things. You know, the whole thing of my character having like a pool stick and using it as a wand, that actually came about because I told someone that I knew that I kind of wanted to try streaming, right? And this person was like, oh, that's actually really cool. I can teach you about streaming. And as I was telling him kind of like my idea of a character, you know, as like a wandering wizard, he had an idea of like, you know, to stand out, what if you did something kind of eccentric where like, you know, you didn't have like a standard wand or staff. And he was just like, I mean, you have this pool table in your office. What if you just were traveling around with a pool stick or whatever? And I was like, that's one of the coolest things I've ever heard in my life. So I decided to do it. I haven't done like a lore video or anything like that yet. I kind of want to give that a shot though. It's kind of interesting, really. I actually, I have some of the stuff for VTubing. I just haven't given it a shot while also trying to play a game. But yeah, I started all of this with the hope that I could give VTubing a shot. I just think it's kind of a cool art form. I think streaming in and of itself is kind of a cool art form, really. I hope it continues to stay around for a while. I just think there's something fun about it. I would like to hope it's helping me out with some of my social anxiety. That's another reason I started doing it. Hoping to get more comfortable just in my own skin and interacting with people. I hope it's working. I'm fairly sure it is. I know that at least a couple people enjoy watching my stuff. So, thank you for that. I really do appreciate it. I also just find, I find just kind of streaming culture as it's, fascinating as well. I engage in a lot of free chat stuff for a couple different streams, and you know what? It's actually pretty fun. I find it interesting how people build communities over time. I suppose another reason I gave this a shot was to just get more used to technology. I do find technology fascinating, but sometimes I just get confused by it. I'm trying to develop a healthier sense of self. Because I've always seen myself as just kind of a bit of a screw-up. And one of the things that helps me out with that is realizing I can succeed at stuff. I can make something work. I can improve. It feels good knowing that you can actually do that, you know? When you're someone who's grown up believing you're kind of a screw-up, seeing that you can actually become competent in something is, it's very rewarding in its own way. It's nice, you know? But yeah, this is gonna take a while. This wouldn't take nearly as long if we had Frog, but, because like Frog, it's like a one-on-one thing, but I don't know if we get the ending that way. And that's what we're aiming for, is to get the endings. So, we're just gonna wait, I guess. So, I guess as long as I'm talking about, you know, what inspired me to stream and some of my motivations and all that, Another thing that inspired me to kind of give all this a shot was, you know, I grew up watching different Let's Players and kind of recently VTubers, and watching their stuff introduced me to a lot of games I came to love. In many ways, I suppose you could say Let's Players were kind of my introduction to YouTube as a whole. I find Let's Plays very interesting. I find streaming through games to be interesting. Seeing the experiences that people share together through games. To kind of give you an example of what I mean, there are a lot of people that when they play through Earthbound, you know, they'll get to certain moments, and if they've built up an audience, like folks in chat who know the game, they'll be like, oh yeah, this part of the game's coming up, you know? I remember this part of the game. It's like, you meet up with like the Runaway 5, and a bunch of folks in chat or in the comments will be like, man, this scene like really was super special to me when I first played this game. Or you'll have people playing through something like Xenoblade Chronicles, and you'll have all these people in chat like having discussions about like all of the ways that Xenoblade Chronicles foreshadows things, or how on a second playthrough so many things in Xenoblade Chronicles are way different than the first time you played through it. Or you'll have with this game, you'll have people talking about how you know, some folks played it when they were growing up on like an original Super Nintendo. Or you'll have other folks pointing out that what got them into a lot of these older games was seeing games get remade. Some folks have never seen this game before, ever. It is entirely possible, statistically speaking, that my playthrough of Chrono Trigger could possibly be someone's first introduction to Chrono Trigger, and possibly JRPGs as a whole. And I think that's kind of wild. There are a lot of games that if it wasn't for certain content creators playing them, I wouldn't have given them a shot. I might not have even heard of some of them. And the crazy thing is, engaging with like other people and learning about stuff is just fun. Some of the most fun I've had recently was watching different movies or TV shows with loved ones. So one of the things about me that you gotta know is my grandparents. I consider my grandparents to be not only like my role models, I consider my grandparents to be some of like the coolest people I know. So my grandparents, you know, we'll hang out and we'll watch shows together. Like I'll like hang out with them, and it's like we'll watch like Man from U.N.C.L.E., we'll watch MacGyver, you know, the original MacGyver stuff. When Monk was still airing, we watched that together. We watched through the final season of Monk together, and that was an experience. And sometimes I'll introduce them to shows, you know? Like, I introduced them to Ultraman, I introduced them to Yu Yu Hakusho, I introduced them to Trigun. And we'll find, like, movies and shows to watch together, and it's just really fun. I remember the time that they came in while I was streaming, and they they hoped everyone had a good time around, oh man, that was like around my birthday, wasn't it? Yeah, it was, when I was playing through Live Alive, they, wound up coming in and saying hi to everybody. That was a fun little experience. I'm hoping I can do more things like that. Kind of in a similar vein, I like getting introduced to things, especially by people who really are passionate about something. So there's someone I know who, she's a good family friend. I believe I've talked about this before, where, she is a huge fan of Jane Austen. And, she was asking me, you know, she was saying to me, I think you would actually like a lot of Jane Austen's work. She told me to my face that she felt that, if I got around to reading Emma, it might become one of my favorite books. She was that convinced that I would just really like the character of Emma. Which I haven't read that book yet. She's also a big fan of a movie based off of, I believe it's Emma, called Clueless. She's like a huge fan of that. But one day she was like, hey, you want to watch the mini-series for Pride and Prejudice with me? And I was like, okay, that sounds like a fun time. And you know how there's like the joke of like, there's like the meme slash joke of like your boyfriend explaining that show he really likes? This was like the opposite. She was going into all this stuff about like the history of the Regency, things about the life of Jane Austen, all of these different things that I just honestly never knew about and might not have really cared about, but she made it fun. And as we were watching through the miniseries, I came to really like it. I came to see that not only was the acting really good, but the story itself and the set design were really, really good. I still haven't read the book for Pride and Prejudice, but I gotta say, that original 90s miniseries, very well done. I can understand why it became a classic. Both the story and the miniseries. As far as a lot of the books and stuff that I really like go, I believe I've talked about this before, but I'm a fantasy fan. I grew up being a fantasy fan. My grandparents, when we would go up to the mountains, I would sometimes pretend to be Frodo carrying the ring up Mount Doom. It was fun. Honestly, I love mountains. Mountains are beautiful. But as I've grown up, I've become, you know, more and more engaged in a lot of different things. And I find it fascinating how, you know, you can figure out about something great, and no matter what age you are, if that something really is special, it'll continue to be great, you know? Like, there are, you know, there are cartoons where it's like, cartoons like Velma aren't going to be remembered. Or if they're remembered, it'll only be because, like, oh yeah, that's that cartoon that, like, was absolutely terrible and completely, like, failed to understand why people love Scooby-Doo. But then you have cartoons like Samurai Jack or Thundercats. And those cartoons continue to amaze people because they're really good. The same family friend that I watched Pride and Prejudice with, when she saw that I was like a fan of Masters of the Universe, she was like, "Oh yeah, that series is great. I still watch Secret of the Sword every now and then." And it's like, yeah, that's a great movie. It introduced She-Ra. And that movie still holds up. I truly do think that timeless stories will continue to hold up. I think that's part of the reason so many people look at games like Chrono Trigger and the Mother series, and I would even put even some more modern games like Earthbound or Nier Automata, or, you know, not even just JRPGs, but games like Metal Gear. The reason those games continue to be so beloved is because in many ways they're timeless stories. I mean, sure, they deal with different subjects, and, you know, a game like Metal Gear is very much based in, like, real-world geopolitics. But a lot of the themes of Metal Gear are timeless. Themes of, you know, what does it mean to be a patriot? What does it mean to love your country? What does it mean to be a good soldier? What does it mean to be a hero, you know? Can someone who considers themselves to be a failure be a hero? How do you try to make the world safer? When is it morally upright to use violence? Those are all very important and timeless issues for us as people. And I would say that games like Chrono Trigger, Metal Gear, quite a few others deal with that exceptionally well. I mean, just in the example of what we're looking at right now with Magus. Magus does a lot of horrible things. Like, as a result of the war that he helped spearhead with Aussie, Flea, and Slash, a whole bunch of people died. Like, it is undeniable that a bunch of people would have died. And some of those people were turned into monsters. Remember, Ozzy turned a bunch of the corpses into undead monsters. And Magus himself, he tells Queen Zeal, yeah, continue with the Mammon Machine, continue with your Ocean Palace project and the Blackbird and such. And those projects wind up being super dangerous to basically everybody. But Magus isn't doing it because he thinks Queen Zeal is right. He's not doing it because he wants to, like, conquer the world. Magus believes, and I believe Magus believes it wholeheartedly, that what he's doing is necessary to defeat Lavos. Now, Magus is clearly wrong about that, but when you learn more about Magus, you come to understand he's not like a simple villain. He's a man who does horrible things because he believes it's the only way something will get done, that he knows is a good thing. He wants to kill Lavos. He knows that Lavos is dangerous. But he doesn't look at the issue of defeating Lavos and think, oh, I should work with these guys. He doesn't do it. Magus... I'm led to believe that Magus believes that if he works with others, he's going to get hurt. And I don't mean, like, physically hurt. I mean more along the lines of... He lost, like, everything he knew. I don't think he'd want to lose it again. Deep down, I think that Magus is scared of being vulnerable. But he realizes, I can't really get the thing done that I want to get done without other people. but he doesn't want to be vulnerable. So what's he do? He manipulates people. And ultimately, it winds up hurting him more than it helps him in some ways. But that kind of theming, that kind of psychology, is something that all of us can relate to in some way or another. Or even one of the big themes of this game, the idea that, you know, our lives are full of meaning. I mean, that's the basis for entire fields of psychology. You have people like Viktor Frankl. He created the the psychology school of logotherapy, which is based on the idea that mankind is searching for meaning, that a belief that our lives are intrinsically valuable is something that is necessary for, you know, people to live healthy lives. And Frankl went through a lot of horrible stuff. I don't really think this is quite the place to get into, you know, what all Frankl went through. Maybe I'll, like, read through Man's Search for Meaning as, like, a stream on here one day, because I haven't read through it yet. I know a lot about it. I know a lot about Frankl, but, there are a lot of books I actually want to read on stream. I think it would be fun. I like books. I really do. I know I kind of ramble a lot, but I just enjoy different things, you know? And I think it's fun to kind of share some of that with people. Knowledge is a gift, you know? Knowledge isn't reduced when you share it, it only increases. It's the same with friendship, you know? Friendship isn't reduced when you befriend people, it only increases. I think that's kind of neat, you know? But after this ending with Magus, we are going to attempt another ending. And it's an ending that I believe we can pull it off. I think it will be difficult, but I do believe we can pull it off. We're going to have to see if we can defeat Lavos without Chrono. I do believe we can pull it off, and Magus is actually one of the characters I want to use to try and pull it off. It might be difficult, but I believe it is worth it. After we get that last ending, I suppose we'll just carry through the plot of the game. You know, going through the Black Fortress, not the Black Fortress, the Black Omen. And really, there's only one other super boss we haven't dealt with. And that one's gonna take a while, but I do want to do it just to see if we can. There's the fight against Specchio. And we have fought Specchio, but if we get our characters to level 99, Specchio has one final form, where he appears as a pink gnu. It is one of the hardest fights in the entire game. If you beat him, he drops 10 of each of the stat boosting capsules. Which, granted, if you're level 99 and all, that's not that big a deal, but hey, I like getting stats big, you know? I like seeing people's stats get bigger. It's just fun. So I do want to give that a shot at some point. But I am telling you right now, that is going to take a while. But it's nowhere near as tedious as some of the other bosses I've dealt with playing games before. But I do want to give it a shot. I also, I want to figure out how to do stuff like streaming games on like Steam and, you know, other fun little games like, does anyone remember playing Toss the Turtle? That was one of my favorite little games, you know? When I was in school, you know, you'd be in the computer lab learning about, you know, typing and learning about how to do like spreadsheets and Word. And every now and then the teacher would be like, you know, you guys have done your work. Go on ahead and like, you know, go on ahead and like play some games or whatever. And one of my favorite little computer games was a game called Toss the Turtle. And I know that there's a sequel, and I kind of want to figure out with OBS and stuff how to play it. As well as some of those other games like Slitherio, because that's a fun game too. There are a lot of fun games out there. To be honest, I find it kind of weird that I don't have a Steam. But I think part of that is just because, like, I don't really like always having to, like, remember passwords and stuff, but I can write stuff down and I can set something like that up. At some point, I'll probably have to set up a Twitter or something for this channel, but I'll be honest, I just don't like social media much. I really don't. I just don't like social media much. It can get real crazy real fast, and I'm not a fan. I try to just be a chill guy, you know? I mean, yeah, everyone wants to be recognized. Everyone wants to be admired. But, you know, it's not that I don't want to be admired and recognized. We all do. And all of us want community. But, you know, I don't need to be, like, super famous to have fun in life. I just want to do something fun. And if other people think it's fun too, then cool. We can share in the fun together. I'm hoping that'll be how it goes. That in time, as hopefully my channel grows, that I'll get better and be able to do more fun things and try things I've never done before. That's the idea, you know? Anyhow, looks like the next ending is coming up soon. Wait, what? Oh no. Oh no, did I accidentally, like, skip forward? Oh no. I know that Magus, like, he summons Lavos and he tries to beat Lavos and he fails. That's like the ending. Oh dear. Well, I don't want to go through all that again, so let's just recruit Magus and Just know that that's how you get that ending. Hey, Magus. Oh. Yeah. We've seen this before, and it still remains super sad. You know, part of me has to wonder, because, again, I personally look at Magus in kind of a similar way that I look at, you know, the character of Elric from Michael Moorcock's novels. I don't know if the people that made this game in particular were kind of going for that specifically. But I do think it's interesting that, you know, Shala has a conscience. She's someone in this, like, opulent magical kingdom, but she has, like, a conscience. And Janice, I mean, I would say that Janice, after his experiences, his conscience is, he's kind of had to, like, sear his conscience, but, I mean, he does try to save us from the Prophet, and he clearly doesn't like what Queen Zila's become. I just think it's interesting, you know? I think it's interesting how, we remix ideas. Nothing is entirely original, and I don't see that as a bad thing. If anything, it's kind of a relief. I don't think anyone could create something entirely original. I think they'd break their brain if they tried. But the fact that there's so many things to draw from is honestly kind of a blessing. Because people come up with different ideas about how to use that stuff. And I think it's neat how people come up with different ideas, you know? I think it's fun. I hope that people continue to make interesting things. Let's not fight Magus again because we really don't need to. Even if we defeat you, it won't bring Chrono back. Wait. I'll come with you. Say what? You know, there just might be a way to bring him back. You're joking. Gaspar, the guru of time, knows how to restore lost or misplaced time streams. And there he is. There's Magus. And again, it's so weird. In his portrait, you see it? He has a red cape in his portrait. But he wears a blue cape in game. And yeah, I mean, look at him. He's pale. He's got, like, kind of pointy elf-looking ears. He's got red eyes. He's a super strong magician. I mean, granted, I don't think Magus requires a sword that steals people's souls. And, you know, I don't think Magus is like a cosmic champion destined to, you know, be kind of a pawn in schemes between order and chaos. But he's definitely a more But he's definitely like an anti-hero magician, and I mean, that's kind of a trope in and of itself, but I mean, you can understand why I think this guy is a lot like Elric. I might actually, like, read through one of the Elric books on stream one day. I think that'd be kind of neat. There are a lot of books I'd like to read on stream. But yep, there he is. Magus. And this team right here, I plan on using this team to fight, I plan on using this team to fight Lavos. But as you can see, oh. I figured Magus would be higher level when he joined. But he's not. Oh, he's level 37. Oh. Okay, what does the Doom Helm do? It doesn't look like it does anything. Huh. Oh, wait, hold up. Are you serious, game? I have the scythe for him, but the armor you can get for him doesn't stay? Really? I mean, this is fine. I can work with this. But that does make me a little upset. But it's not the worst thing in the world. I can definitely think of worse. It's pretty fast, though. I need to see if he has all the tech stuff. Okay. But I can work with this. Speed tab for Luca. Power tab. Magic tab, magic tab, magic tab, magic tab, magic tab. So remember how I said that there was an item that I was wanting to see if we still had it? These rocks that invoke triple techs. I need to find the right one, but there's one that you can use with Magus, Marl, and Luca. That apparently it's a pretty good triple tech. I just gotta find out which particular one it is. I don't know if we're gonna be able to defeat Lavos right now because Magus's health is kind of low and I kind of want to level him up. And I'm not even sure if he has all of his techs. Okay, it is the black gemstone. Okay. Or the black rock, I suppose. But, yep. Here we are. Oh, it's not Lavos. Oh, wait, this is actually perfect. We can use the Black Omen to get strong enough to do it. we can use the Black Omen to get strong enough for it. You're right, Magus. It isn't possible because that's not the Undersea Palace. Let's see if it's there in the present. Because if it is, we can use it to grind. If it's there yet. We might have to do the whole thing of going to the end of time first and speaking with Gaspar. Because it should be like floating around, shouldn't it? There it is. The Black Omen. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, I was right. Oh, he doesn't have all of his techs yet. Oh boy. Well, this'll be okay. We can work with this. It's a good thing he starts off with a bunch of super strong magic, though. Huh. Yeah, I'm not sacrificing myself to Lavos. Anyhow, we have this triple tech. Oh, wait, can we not use it? I mean, we have the stuff. We should be able to use it, right? What? Why is it not letting us? I mean, we have the right item. Does it have to be on Marl or Luca? Like, what's going on? Is it that we have to learn his other techs first? Oh, that's probably what it is. We gotta max and get all his other techs first, don't we? Okay. I can work with that. I can work with that. It's a bit aggravating, but I can work with this. Also, I love how he's like flying when he runs. That is cool. Okay. We might not get to fight, well, I might not fight, you know, Lavos with this team this stream, but we do have Magus now. We do have Magus now. I don't want to get too far in here though, because there are the items that we can charm with Isla, getting more capsules, and I definitely want those. I bet if you were like really dedicated and you were just willing to New Game Plus this game like multiple times, you could like get enough capsules to like max out the stats for everybody. Oh hey, Luca leveled up. Ow. That's a lot of damage. But it's okay, because we can deal with... Oh, great. Magus is gone. Okay, we are going after baby Magus, aren't we? Also, magic heals these guys. Great. Okay. Keeping Magus in the back lines might actually be the easiest way to level him up. But we'll be fine. We've been through worse. Okay. I mean, this is annoying, but it's not impossible. I can think of way worse. Yeah. And I can go through and do some of the side quests fighting against like Mother Brain and some of the others to get more experience too, so I'm not super worried. Though we did forget to talk to that one lady to get the seed, so we're not going to be able to do that, but that's my fault. I'm just hoping that you guys aren't like annoyed with the mistakes I made. Okay, using the Mega Elixir would be kind of wasteful when we can just use the shelter. Boom! Yeah, let's return to the Epoch. We'll talk to Gaspar, move the plot along a little more. I'm not going to revive Chrono yet because I still want to get the ending where you beat Lavos without him. But this, oh, we went to the wrong place, not the future. We need to go to the end of time. Yeah. Yeah, we are looking for the Guru of Time, and that would be you. And here it is, the actual Chrono Trigger, an egg. Pure potential. The time egg. It will have an effect equal to the effort you put into your search. No more and no less. That's pretty profound. I get it. It's you, isn't it? Wait a second. Are you Gaspar? The Guru of Time? Well, that's what they used to call me. Ages ago. Man, I bet Magus is just having a field day meeting all these people he thought were dead. Uh... Capsule? Magic tab, yay! I will gladly take that. Take another magic tab, Luca. On Death Peak, you will find the power to restore life. But to activate this power, the deceased must be important to the space-time continuum. And you must have a clone identical to that person. Only then can a Chrono Trigger work its magic. Need a clone? The magician Nolstein Beckler could whip one up for you in the wink of an eye. I am so upset that I sped past that and had to remember, oh yeah, he's the carnival guy. Okay. Well, let's go and get ourselves the clone so that we can move the... Well, actually, hold on. Getting the clone, if we get to the top of Death Peak, that means that Chrono will be revived. And we're going for the ending right now where we beat Lavos, but he's not revived yet. So... holding off on reviving Chrono might actually be our best bet. Yeah. Okay. The mighty Lavos reigns here. Relax, poor creatures. The mighty Lavos has already consumed this world's life energy. Oh, that's right. We can't go in here in the future. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Oh yeah, you definitely need to get the rest of Magus's tech to use that triple tech, but I'm fine with that. I can work with this. Okay, and Luca, Robo, and Magus have a triple tech as well, Omega Flare, that's also really good. But if we're gonna get any of those, we're gonna have to level up Magus and get the rest of his techs, because he does not have them. But Magus, you're kind of frail, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use Isla and Frog and then Magus, because Isla and Frog are just amazing. And we can go through and do the rest of the side quests to make everyone stronger as well. So I'm not super worried. But I at least want to see if we can get this first tech here. And then I'm probably going to end the stream because I do have work tomorrow. And hopefully we can just keep going from there. Oh hey, Isla leveled up. She is now level 69. Oh boy, keeping Magus alive is gonna be hard. I might just have to keep him in the back line because he's just frail compared to everyone else. I mean, there are ways I can alleviate that. Don't you worry about that, but... yeah. But it's worthwhile to do. I want to get those unique triple techs, and I want to defeat Lavos with these characters. If it takes a bit, so be it. That's just how it goes in life sometimes. Okay, did you gain any experience, Magus? I think you might have? I don't know. But I'm not keeping you in the front line here. Okay. Yeah, I'll take Robo. Thankfully, we got plenty of money, and if we need to get more shelters, we can. Very nice. Oh, hey, Robo leveled up too. It is very unexpected at this point to see us level up, so it's kind of nice. Oh boy. 212. Oh. It could be worse. It could definitely be worse. Ah. Oh boy. You know, speaking of things that could be worse, I have a whole bunch of wasps outside of my window. Summertime just gets like that. Wasps get really aggressive. You gotta be careful. Still, it could be much worse. It can always be worse. But just because things can be worse doesn't mean that they can't get better. Also, man, Chrono makes this place easier. But that's okay. We can work with this. you are gaining experience in tech points, right? Because if you're not, I'll have to do the grinding on Death Mountain, but I'll have to, like, not complete it. Because otherwise, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Oh, boy. Still, again, it could be much worse. Ooh. Ooh, thank you, Robo. Oh. Oh, I know what it is. We're not gaining tech points because we've maxed all of ours out. Okay. That's annoying, but it's not the worst thing in the world. He is getting experience, though, which is good. So at least he is getting experience. Okay, hold on. I can work with this. At least he has good magic. I wonder why these turret things are called martellos. Or is it more Spanish and it's marteo? I don't know. They just look like big old turrets. And we can farm them. Also, we might have to put that stud on Magus that, like, cuts the cost of magic stuff. That might just be our best bet. Oh, hey, Frog leveled up. Every level up is helpful, that's for sure. Alright, Magus leveled up. $706 max health is definitely better than it was. But, yeah, I want to get his health higher, as you can imagine. Feels weird to be using mid-ethers and stuff again. But hey, at least the process of getting all the techs for Magus will make the grinding feel more worth it. You gotta find little positive things about stuff like that, you know? And besides, soon we'll be able to get to show off a new tech. How long has it been since we've been able to do that? Dark Bomb. Nice. Magic Wall. Oh! Okay, cool. He can increase magic defense too. Alright. I'll take it. And it looks like each of his are 400 each. That's not too terrible. And he's almost level 40. This ain't too bad. Dark Bomb. Well, that's neat looking. Alright. Cool. Oh, well that's not good. He healed from it. And wow, I live level 70. Ain't that something? Also, are we gaining like 30 some odd tech points for these fights? This'll go faster than I thought it would. I mean, granted, we're still gonna take a bit to learn all these, but hey, it's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. Ah. Steady progress. That's the way it's gotta be. Wonder how long it's gonna be before Magus maxes out his health. Alright, just a little under 200 left. We can do that. You know, frog drop might also be a really good idea to use here. I mean, he's dropping our HP like below half, and frog drop would be pretty strong to use for things like that. And Magus leveled up again. What is his max health now? 756? I mean, that's better than it was. Frog squash for the win. Ooh. It is entirely worth it. And Frog leveled up again. Wow. And we're making a fair amount of experience as we're doing it as well. Ooh. Frog squash sure is useful. Dino Tail's pretty useful too, but they don't seem to want to attack Ayla. But that's fine. Alright, Magus learns a new tech. Sweet. How many more does he have? Okay, Dark Mist. And I know he learns more. He learns like, he learns one, I believe it's called like Black Hole. I think that might be one of his last ones though. Where? I'm trying to find stuff about his text. Oy. I hope you guys aren't getting annoyed with me. I'm just kind of self-conscious. Okay, so he learns Dark Mist, which is 400, and then his next two are both 900. And he learns Black Hole and Dark Matter. I can work with this. I can work with this. Ooh, I can work with this. Also, I can actually use the triple tech with Robo and Luca now, because we learned Dark Bomb. Ain't that crazy? But I don't want to challenge Lavos yet. I want to get Magus' health up. I definitely want to get Magus' health up before I even attempt to Lavos. That and getting the rest of his techs is just a good idea. Hey. This is a good place to grind after all. Alright. I think I'll get his next tech, and then I think I'll end the stream, and next time we can do more grinding and preparations for fighting Lavos. I think that's a good idea. Ooh, Frog is getting kind of dangerously close though, so I'm gonna heal him up. And because it'll just make things easier on Magus for now, Gold Stud. We are going to spam magic with Magus, because why not? Oh hey, this isn't so bad, because we can also use Dino Tail more effectively now. Is Isla level 71 now? Wow. And Magus is level 43. It's gonna take the others a while to level up, but it feels kinda nice. Ooh. Wait, I thought I saw what looked like a capsule over there. Hang on. I don't know if there actually was one, but every time I see something and it looks like it sparkles, it makes my brain go active. Was there one over here? No? Huh. Maybe I just thought there was. Alright, we learned the next tech, and Frog leveled up. Cool. But yeah, this one's gonna take a bit. And the next one also takes, like, roughly 900. But, yeah. I mean, we're definitely making progress. That's always good. And wow, we've actually been streaming for a little over 2 hours. Yeah, this stream hasn't been as eventful, but sometimes it's just the way it goes, you know? Still, I had fun. If anyone's watching, I hope they had fun. And, we're gonna keep on keeping on, you know, as things go. And Magus definitely has more health than he had last time, which is good. I want to get his health as high as we can, because you need a lot of health to fight Lavos. But yeah, things are definitely better. Can I thought I did have better armor for mages, though. The Vigil hat is stronger than the Aeon helm, at least. So I might just do the Vigil hat on him just to boost his defense a little bit more. But yeah, I thought I had a thing for him called like the Star Cape or the Zodiac Cape that you can give him, but I guess I don't. Oh well. It could definitely be worse. Could definitely be worse. I'm curious though, like, is everyone else's stats like going up anymore at this point? I genuinely don't know. But Brave Sword right now is going to be better than Masamune. Once we power up the Masamune, things will be a lot better. But yeah. We'll keep on keeping on.